WWE with Seth Rollins. And he does not look too happy. Seth, of course, just turned his back on the Shield. What that means, well, I'm not too sure, but I think we're going to get to hear him talk about it here, right now, the WWE. This is your fault. Mox, Roman, Rock. This is your fault. You are the reason I'm not standing here as champion. You are the reason I can't be doing what I'm meant to be doing. You are the ones that were holding me back from greatness. Because maybe you were jealous, Moxley. Jealous that I beat your record for holding that world championship. Jealous that I could do it better than you could. So what, you just didn't come out? You didn't come out to help me? No, you didn't. You didn't help me. I'm not the champion. I hope you're happy. There is no gold around my waist. But yet somehow I'm still the better wrestler. I am still backed up by all of these people. Because no matter what you do, you can't stop me. No one can stop me. Kevin couldn't stop me. Well, maybe he did. Oh, no. Because to stop me at Money in the Bank, he needed the help of his boys. When I couldn't do it. But is it really that I couldn't do it because his boys interfered? Or is it that I was attacked and jumped and blindsided? Maybe if he took me one-on-one and they waited for me to turn around and then just hit me in the back, I would still be standing here champion. But I got attacked, I got blindsided, that's what happened, and I didn't have the help of what I thought were my brothers. Because I guess some people are just too jealous. Because truth is, I know you're jealous. I know you never wanted me to be the champion. I know you didn't want me to beat your record, Moxley. And Roman, I know you're jealous that you can't hold title gold other than tag team championships because you're insignificant. And Rock, I'm surprised you didn't turn your back on us because you are useless. I guess the first time we made good use of you was turning you into Money in the Bank, but that didn't really help me much, did it? No, it got me to a worse spot. It got me to a spot that I didn't want to be in, which is not being champion. So I can just blame all of you for everything that has happened to me. Dude, I was hoping I'd get to see you face to face. Come on. Yeah, you can rush me all you want. Alright. This is how it's gonna be, Seth. This is what you're gonna do. You're gonna sit around, talk your piece, and try to just walk away from it. Seth, I want to believe that you might be right. I want to believe that my brother, because you still are my brother, Seth, I want to believe that you're just going through a little something. This will end eventually, you'll grow up or whatever, but I don't see you growing up. I don't think you're a better man here. Really? You don't think I'm a better man? You don't think I'm the better man here? You don't think what I'm doing is justified? You don't think that anything I said means anything? Seth, no. You're kind of just throwing a fit. You're being a baby over losing a championship. And I guess over us losing championships too. I'm surprised you didn't attack The Rock first. Honestly, I don't even know where he went. And it's probably have to film another movie, huh? You know what? He'll have our back. Because if you're not going to, he will. The Shield, turns out we don't need you, Seth, because if you can drop us that fast, then we can move on that fast too. Really? Where's Roman? Where's Roman? Is he on a nice vacation to get away from you? Or did I stomp his head in so bad that he had to be sent to a hospital? Seth, I know what you want. You want me to just start fighting you. I'm not going to do that. I'm not just gonna start punching you because you're trying to provoke me. We could do this in the ring. Not like a brawl, but a real match, huh? How does that sound? I don't know, Moxley. Are you going to do a real match? Are you going to finesse it into being a hardcore match or an Extreme Rules match? Or maybe you want to bring a bit of WrestleMania spirit and put us in 10 count death? I mean, I don't know with you, man. You're a firecracker, huh? Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Paul Heyman, and I see an opportunity here. Because I want to start the King of the Ring. And all I see is two men in the ring at the same time. So why don't you both be the first match of King of the Ring? Winner moves on. Know what I think about that, huh? You want to know what I think about that. You want to put me in a match with Moxley? You want me and Moxley to go one-on-one here, huh, Heyman, King of the Ring? You have yourself a deal. Oh boy, and Seth Rollins now going to take his coat off. He said he got a deal. Heyman got a deal here. King of the Ring going to kick off large with Seth Rollins and Jon Moxley. Moxley still seeing Seth as his brother, gonna start off a bit friendly. Rollins with a kick to the knee. Rollins, getting gunned down with a big clothesline. Now, Moxley throwing punches, sending Seth into the corner. Moxley, one side to the other. Big clothesline hook. Dirty deeds. Moving the microphone out, and now Mox staring right down. Throwing a big punch into the head of Rollins. Now hooking him up and placing him into the corner. Now gonna get him into like a tree of woe. Rollins gets up. He kicks. Rollins going off, getting caught by Moxley. Looking for a power slam. No, inverted DDT. I knew the moment I heard Heyman this is gonna be the match, and I knew this was gonna be a good one. Rollins going for another stomp, getting sweep, getting picked up by Mox for a suplex in the middle of the ring. And now getting hooked, maybe for a German. No, Rollins getting gunned down by another clothesline. Getting lifted up and dropped right on his back. Now getting kicked in the head and just getting his back stomped in by Moxley. Moxley just throwing vicious stomps to the back. Rollins rolls out of one, gets grabbed by Mox, so slammed into the corner, right into the buckles and hit again. Heyman has made his decision to watch this match as he's there up on the ramp, or just on the stage, just off screen. As Rollins is just getting beat and tackled into the corner. Big clothesline. Big. Sends Rollins out of the ring. Moxley now looking to slide out, but Rollins hot on the attack, bashing Mox and bringing it back into the ring. Picking him up. Rollins spin kick, going for a big stomp, bringing his head into the mat. As now Rollins wants a springboard. Moxley already seeming to get up a beast of his own, going for something and just getting hit. This is not something I thought I'd be seeing. Moxley getting Seth up on, and now Seth flying in with a big knee, and now Rollins going and catching Moxley with a sling blade, picking him up for a Falcon Arrow, middle of the ring. lifting him up now, sending him into the corner, throwing punches, hard punches to the head, now bringing him up. Rollins looking for it, hooking him up for a big superplex, rolling through into a Falcon Arrow combination. Rollins onto the cover. 1, 2, not yet. Moxley still in it. Not down for the counter, now getting hit with strikes. Forearms. Rollins now gonna spin him around with a forearm to the back of the head. Sweeping the leg of Moxley. And now big stomp into the gut by Rollins. Seth hooking him, maybe looking for a German suplex. Moxley gonna try for a DDT. Rollins pushing him off the ropes and getting him in on top mountain, going, just throwing strikes right into the jaw of Moxley, trying to break the jaw and or knock Moxley clean out. And now Rollins grabbing Mox. What is he looking to do here? Look at a slingshot him into the turnbuckles. Jaw connecting. Rollins into the corner. Rollins with a big splash into the corner, running back to do it again. Rollins looking for a third. And now grabbing Mox, throwing him, putting him the other way. One side to the other. Mox goes down. Seth now spinning into the knee, right to the jaw. Hooking him up. Big kick, hook, looking for dirty deeds of his own. Moxley fighting out of it, throwing shots to the gut. But no, oh, Seth gets it anyway. Rollins fixing himself here. He's ready to continue. He's ready to just continue to beat down into Moxley. Throwing a big stomp, big kick. Now just kick in the face. Grabbing Mox, throwing him into the corner. One side to the other. Hard kick, one side to the other. Another hard kick. Moxley goes down. Getting lifted. Uppercut, and he goes down fully. Moxley's trying his best here for a former world champion. He's not doing too good. Rollins off the ropes, a second time. Getting lifted off. Rollins going through, big lariat by Moxley, lifting him up and just gunning him right down, grabbing him and lifting him, slamming him down for the power bomb. Moxley hit his peak here, on fire, big suplex onto the turnbuckles. Rollins falls to the outside. Moxley gonna wait for Rollins to get in, learning from his past mistakes. Rollins sliding in, getting hooked for dirty deeds. Seth now getting grabbed for the suplex and getting thrown onto the buckles. Could not have felt nice. Moxley now picking him up. Looking for a gut-wrench suplex. Gut-wrench superplex. They fly from one side to the other. Rollins cannot be feeling good. Moxley is a whole different man here. Not caring about Rollins one big, getting lifted up and planting him down. Rollins trying to go for a sling blade, getting caught belly to belly. Rollins not feeling too hot after that. Might have lost a little bit of himself there. Getting lifted up, full vertical, arm fully out. Moxley just slams him down. And, oh, dropping a forearm. Getting back up and dropping another one. Moxley with a big knee to the gut. Hooking him up for another suplex. Now, Mox throwing a hard punch off the ropes. Just clobbering him. Uppercut. Big punch. And now off the rope. Spear by Mox. Doing it for Roman. And now, look at him brawl out. And now the hockey fight breaking out. Moxley, Seth just beating each other down. Big kick to the knee. Making him fall. But Seth gets back up. Throwing elbows. Now just clobbering each other. All they want to do is hurt each other. Big punch. Rollins responds back with a kick. Rollins rolling himself through. Moxley still on the attack, bringing him into the corner. Rollins trying to throw up his arms in defense. Now, oh! Moxley goes shoulder first with a turnbuckle. So does Rollins, though. Big clothesline. Going, Rollins rolling through. Big clothesline of his own. Rollins now rolling up into a drop kick in the corner. Going back. Rollins now wanting a springboard. Moxley, oh, double springboard. Big kick to the face. Moxley now in perfect position for a stomp. I don't think Rollins wants it, though. Rollins going to the outside. Going for a springboard. Just, that looks like a swanton rolling through right onto the back. Now hooking both arms. Moxley, though, not letting him throw a hard shot to the gut. Dropping Rollins. And Moxley with a stomp of his own. Cover. 1, 2. No, not yet. Not quite yet. Is it over? Moxley immediately back on the attack. Knee to the back. Throwing Rollins down. Quite effective, that I had to say. If I had to go through that, I want to keep standing. Rollins off the ropes. Ducking Moxley. Completely gunning Rollins down. And gee, getting caught on the ropes. Rollins uses the ropes to leave the ring. Rollins holding his head here, not knowing what he has to do. Rollins going to get back into the ring. Moxley going for a stop. Rollins, clothesline. Match continuing. Rollins now on top. Stomps being thrown into the chest of Mox as Mox tries to leave. Not going to let him off the rope. Flying down with a big forearm. Rollins now going to the top. Maybe wanting something big here. But no, Rollins getting grabbed. Not expecting Mox. A big powerbomb sends him down. Now going right for Rollins. Setting him up in the corner. They're looking for a big punch. No. Rollins throws one that completely turns the head of Mox. Throwing another. Throwing punches, elbows. And now Rollins a super kick. Moxley goes. Tries to hit that lariat. Gets hit with another one, and Rollins just planting him down. Rollins now throwing him off for another super kick. Tooth might have just flown out of the mouth of Mox, being slammed into the corner. Now Rollins getting his share and just tackling him right into the corner. And Rollins needs to think fast. Rollins puts one foot up and, oh, gets clotheslined. Rollins almost goes out. Getting hit and Rollins out of the ring. Referee watching intently as now Rollins throws a hard punch to Mox. Mox went down from one punch. Now a big stomp puts the head down. A second one. And now the cover. 1, 2. No! He kicks out, but he's just low-blowed Rollins. Rollins rolls to the outside, but I think it's deserved. There's a microphone out here, which Rollins did hit in the head of Mox with. Mox got hit in the head with a microphone. Referee did not see it. Referee also did not see the low blow by Moxley. Moxley returns a favor with a low blow after being hit in the head with a microphone. The match should technically be over in Mox's favor, but it is still going. Moxley trying to pick himself up. Rollins bringing himself up fast, but he's getting to that top rope, getting the leg sweep, and Rollins drops hard. Rollins sluggishly throws a punch. Mox delivers another, and Rollins just goes down. Moxley now taking rest in the corner. He took 2 stomps and a microphone to the head. Rollins trying to pick himself up. Trying his best. Match at even right now. Moxley now running. Rollins ducking, grabbing Mox by the neck for like a neck breaker. Rollins gonna hit the visionary forearm to the back of the head. Lifting up Mox and dropping him face plant. Rollins off the ropes. Turn stomp, bringing the face down. Moxley does not know where he is. Not anymore, at least. Now getting lifted up to stand. Mox, bad position as he just gets tripped down.
Now getting lifted, set up in the corner as Rollins is going to look to do one thing here. Get up and go right through for a big buckle bomb. Buckle bomb followed up by a curb stomp to the right down, right to the head. Cover. 1, 2, 3, and he makes it through. Seth Rollins has officially made it through to the next round of King of the Ring. We'll see what the bracket is. Rollins throwing Moxley right out. This means Rollins is now one step closer to regaining his title. One step closer to being champ yet again and taking it off of Hangman, which obviously cashed in on Rollins to win it. Rollins holding his arms out happy. He's proud of himself in a way. But I'm sure in that mind of Rollins, that mind that I do not even want to touch him, he knew this was going to be the way it was. Rollins always has a plan. If I had the mind of Rollins, probably wouldn't be doing commentary. Rollins now. And that is what happens when you put a lesser man in the ring with me. Because if it was up to me one-on-one with him when he was champion, I could have beat him easily. Roman, don't even try it. You're just going to hurt yourself. Rock, I'll retire you if you try to get in the ring with me. King of the Ring is mine, and I will be a visionary, a revolutionary. I will be the King, Seth freaking Rollins.